Hey guys, so today I'm going to be making kind of like my first ever conspiracy theory video. And the reason why I'm doing it is because I love conspiracy theory videos. I just watch them a lot. And I think they're really interesting and I don't know. mm, I would just want to get my thoughts, you know, and kind of talk about some of these theories with you guys. And there's this one conspiracy theory that I found that's quite interesting. Um, and I don't know, I'm testing a conspiracy theory videos out. If you guys do want to see more, I mean, I will keep making them. So let's see how it goes, though. So basically, a conspiracy theory video that the video that I'm gonna be, the theory that I'm gonna be talking about is basically a theory revolving around who Boo's parents are. So, this theory actually, this was actually heard this theory from another YouTuber called Seamus Gorman or something like that. I'll put the link to his channel down below so you can watch the original video, though. So yeah, basically, this theory suggests that Boo from Monsters Inc. Now, in a movie, Monsters Inc., we don't know who Boo's parents are, though, and how basically her parents, like, we're never told of them, we're never aware of them. And so, when she enters the monster, basically how he suggests that Boo has teleportation powers. Though, why would Boo be able to teleport herself from the bed to the door and just, like, literally when Sully turns around? If you remember that one scene. How would she be able to do that? Now, some of you guys were thinking that, you know, that I'm crazy and, like, that it's probably used for comedy purposes. It's a kids movie. Don't think, like, yeah, okay. And yes, that's true. It probably was just used for comedy, though. I don't know. It's just interesting to think about, like, what if it was true? And so, though, why would she be able to teleport if she wasn't a super? And if you look at Boo's room, specifically, there is a Jessie doll somewhere in Boo's room. If you pay close attention to Boo's room, there is a Jessie doll. Now, obviously, the Jessie doll had to be a hand-me-down from her parents because, you know, in Toy Story, ever since NASA came, like, that space toys have really gone in, well, have really just, basically kids just have been more interested in space toys than, like, cowgirl or cowboy or western stuff, toys. So, And also, so if Boo has a Jessie doll and she has superpowers, then who other Pixar superheroes do we know of? The Incredibles. Now, obviously, it can't be Bob and Helen. That just would not make any sense. Though, and so we're gonna look at the 3 Parr children and see which one could be Boo's potential parents. 1, Jack Jack. Though, I'm just gonna debunk this right now and say that it's probably not Jack Jack, since I don't think Jack Jack would have a Jessie doll around that time, since you know with the whole NASA thing. So Jack Jack is completely out of the light. Now, what about Dash? Where's that leave him? Well, I don't think Dash would have like a Jessie doll. Like, I think Dash should be like into racing. No, because obviously he's fast, so he probably would be into that. I don't know. I just don't see Dash owning a Jessie doll, but though that only leaves Violet. And yes, and this actually makes a lot of sense that Violet would be potentially Boo's mother. Since, okay, stay with me. I know this is tripping you guys out. You guys are probably so shocked right now, though. Just let me explain. First, the time period that Incredibles was set in was like about around the 50s or 60s, and still have futuristic stuff. Though, so like Violet was born around the perfect age where she was born at the time where, like, Western toys were still in, and so it would make sense for her that she would have a Jessie doll, and she'd that it would be a hand-me-down from Violet, because Violet, like, it does make sense that Violet would own a toy like that. And no, it's not just because she's a girl, though. It's not just because that. It makes more a plausible sense for her character specifically to own a Jessie doll. So, it's probably, you guys are probably like, what? Like, you guys are probably just confused. Though, so, now you're thinking, wait a minute, how does Boo have superpowers? Well, supposedly the theory goes that Violet is the mother, and that that basically there's another superhero named Gibbs. And that basically, and we don't know who Gibbs' parents are. We don't know, like, we don't even know who Gibbs is, to be honest, though. Someone suggests that it could be Helen's, like, one of Helen's old boyfriend's kids. That, because before Helen got married, she had a boyfriend. And then he probably had kids with someone else. And then, or am I getting that totally confused? And then that superhero could be named Gibbs. Or it could be Frozone. Maybe Frozone's wife had a thing with a superhero. Since, we never saw her. Maybe they have a kid named Gibbs. There could be any plausible answer for someone having a kid named Gibbs. For one of these, a pairing, like having a kid named Gibbs, which I'm saying is that when Incredibles 3 comes around, like, keep a close eye on if there is a Gibbs. If there is, that'll just be mind blow. Like, my mind will be shook. And basically, that Violet marries another superhero, which will explain why Boo has superpowers, because the chances of both parents being superheroes, it would be more natural that she would have superpowers just like her parents, since they're both supers, and considering the genetics, that, it would kind of, like, it would kind of just make sense. And then, what was I gonna say? Like, I'm trying to think. This is my first conspiracy theory video, so just whatever though. So, now a lot of you guys are probably asking about Tony. Like, what about Tony? Doesn't Violet like Tony? Wouldn't they be together? Guys, do you guys think that relationship will last? Realistically speaking, high school romances or middle school, I don't know, she's somewhere in like middle school or high school though. Do you really think the relationship would have lasted? I mean, we don't know, to be honest though. I don't see like that relationship like lasting long, because it's just, realistically speaking, I just don't see a relationship lasting that long. So yeah, it's pretty much the whole theory. Just, when Incredibles 3 comes around and there's a superhero named Gibbs that Violet marries, don't be surprised. Like, which would just give total evidence that this theory is true. And if it is, that would just be, my brain would just explode, like, literally. Just comment what you think about this theory. Do you guys think this theory is believable? I don't know. Or do you guys think that it's crazy, like, you're just, like, I don't know. Or hey, maybe you just like maybe you just do think it's real, though like you also like or say like do you also think it's not real at the same time? I don't know, just let me know what you guys think of this theory. I think that it does make sense. So yeah. Also subscribe, like, comment, rate, share, all that jazz. Link to Seamus's channel in the description box, and yeah, we'll see you all next time, and bye guys.